This might be the ugliest block in New York, just super shitty to the max. And Imagen asked me to create something cinematic here. Obviously, I said, heck no. Instead, I called Sam Hurd. If anybody can turn concrete disappointment into art, it's him. No safety net, no golden hour, no flattering angles, just flat grey light and a bag of questionable photography tricks. Prisms, reflections, and free lensing. Yes, taking the lens off the camera. So when the clock hits 0, we'll find out if this is genius or just expensive optimism.
What I'm really drawn to right here is the grid, but also the transition to the blue.
Sam's walking around like he's spotted potential, and I admire his optimism.
Kyle, can you turn out and face this way? If you can kind of look down and back in her direction, Kyle. Yep. And Amanda, lean in really close, like right over her shoulder. Yes, beautiful, hold that. The wind's actually working for us with your hair. This looks awesome. Just gonna add a little prism here. Squeeze them tight.
Okay, hold up. Sam just pulled a prism out of his pocket, like that was always the plan. And suddenly this ugly concrete block looks like it has a little bit of character. A prism, this little sad piece of glass that looked like it fell out of a middle school science kit. So you put it in front of the camera lens, you catch a little bit of light, and all of a sudden the scene just looks intentional. Now, the couple are floating in these reflections and the background becomes texture. It's redirecting attention so hard that the audience actually forgets why we were disappointed 5 seconds ago. And unfortunately, it really works.
Get as close in as you can there. Yeah, nice. You know what? Can you guys actually switch spots so she's against the wall? And then how about this? Amanda, can you kind of look down over your shoulder this way? But lean your heads in really close together, really put your weight in. And feel free to kind of put like a hand up on his shirt a little bit, just something, yep. And then can you just kind of hold hands and walk out toward me? Just like regular humans, nothing fancy. All right, that was perfect. Let's do that like a few more times in other spots, yeah.
Dynamics, that's simply what we call it when we keep adjusting the couple until the frame just stops fighting us.
I'm gonna try and frame each of you in one of these squares. Let's see, stay facing me, but just look in opposite directions. Really, really turn, yep.
See how Sam is trying to create tension within the frame.
Smooth little composition. Add a little prism texture right in the middle of them. It's really best to autofocus first and then add the prism layer. Okay, got it, guys. Maybe let's go to these as well.
The tension in the composition actually helps us as a viewer forget about these ugly distractions.
Oh, how about this? Can you turn and face me, Amanda? Step a little closer. Now, maybe just kind of eyes down in that direction a little bit, and Kyle, just straight here at the camera like you're doing. Yeah, this is cool.
More tension play here from Sam.
Yeah, cute. Okay, and then can you just back into him, just really close, and if you want to, ooh, I love that. Maybe just like a kiss on her shoulder or something.
Just too sticky and cuddly for my liking.
Maybe it's like right here in front of me. Just facing each other again, but like both sets of hands. Can you keep kind of looking down like you're doing? And then just eyes right at each other. Lean in really, really close. Got it. Cool. Yeah, that line right between you is surprisingly balanced.
Sam leans into the city's worst qualities and calls it character. The uglier the background, the more that the couple has to fight for your attention as a viewer. And it's this tension that is doing all of the heavy lifting.
Bring your waist in a little closer, just so there's, yep. Ooh, can you hold her hand that's on your leg? Yeah, awesome. Oh, and then kind of keep looking down at your hands like that. I love that.
Okay, they're cute. Sometimes your models are actually a factor. Go on then, go on. Show us your coolest trick.
What I'm doing here, the lens is literally detached. So I'm shooting with the lens at an angle, and it just gives me this slice of focus.
Sam, you are wild. What he's just done is called free lensing. He literally detached the lens from the body, leaving a very, very tiny gap. That gap, it lets the light leak in. And what it gives us is a really, really dreamy tilt shift blur.
Ooh, okay.
A puddle, Sam?
Yeah, if you guys can go on.
Are you serious?
2 steps down. I'll tell you when to stop. Can you stand a little more side by side? Yep. Perfect.
This does work, and it works well. Like it's worked well for literally thousands of other photographers. Okay, we're done with this session, but the challenge is not finished. Will Sam be able to finish everything on the spot? And know how I do it? How will he do it?
Importing all my images directly into Lightroom, and then I'm gonna make an Imagen project. So I've got about 752 images, but I can leverage Imagen's culling. I can leverage, of course, their editing.
752 images, Sam. That is every photographer's worst nightmare, but ironically, all of our realities.
I like to use that time savings and like reinvest it right back into the photos. I have my own custom profile, the Epic profile. They've got a lot of add-ons, skin smoothing, subject mask, teeth whitening. I'm totally addicted to the straighten tool. So we'll get those downloads and see what the results look like probably in the next few minutes.
Yeah, Sam and I are on the same page here because I also harness AI capabilities for my wedding work, and I shoot a lot. 50 weddings a year. That'll be done in no time.
So we just got our edits back. Imagen's doing the work of equalizing everything. So I just have like, it's 95% of the way there. My most common edit is gonna be the next button.
Bad news, that block is still hella ugly. But the good news is, it just doesn't really matter because great frames are built. They don't wait around for a better location. You don't wait for golden hour. You bend the light you have, and you don't blame the background. You simply make it behave. And that's what Sam did. Grid lines, tension, reflections, literally detaching a lens from the camera. And he created 752 bangers before I could even stop complaining about New York. So yeah, chase the tension, use the locations, and if all else fails, just call Sam. And by the way, this video was color graded using Imagen Video.